All right, and we are live here on the Roundtable on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John Greco, and I want to give a shout out to my co-hosts, a couple other comics that wanted to tag along on this show. I'm really appreciating the love and support, so first thing I want to say is thank you. Second thing I want to say is if Mike and Steven could fucking put their pictures up and Steven put his mic up, that'd be amazing. I would love that.
I'm a broken handicapped man laying down, and I don't think we need that on video.
I'm pretty sure you can use your hands. Excuse me.
Huh?
I thought that was just your legs that were messed up, sir. You can use your hands to press some buttons.
No, it's a whole body thing. I don't want nobody to see me laying down.
It's the neck down now. It's the neck down for tonight.
I'm not paralyzed now. I'm just.
My favorite, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, we got co-host Chino De Leon. How you doing, bro? You good?
What up, guys, man? Yeah, man. Just, thankful that we're alive. Appreciating every bit of breath that the Lord has given us. How you doing?
Right. Love it. Jesse Arman, what's up?
Hey.
And buddy. All right. We've also got fellow broadcaster and radio show host Keith Cook here. How you doing, bro? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been doing good. I didn't realize how many people were going to be here, and that's interesting.
Yeah, I know. They got
I don't
really
even know what we're talking about, but I'm excited to be here.
They got really excited, but
It's loud.
I do want to hand the first question over to Keith, but before that, I do want to introduce pro wrestling commentators, Jersey and PA, I believe. David Adams, we got him here. How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I agree with Keith. Did not expect all these people here, but they're just pretty cool. It's like the Brady Bunch and Hollywood Squares and I'm down. Let's party.
Yeah, holy shit. I've never put that together. Fucking 8 months of doing this shit in 1 year. I've never put together. We look like the fucking Brady.
There you go, John. I'm here.
What's up, my man Mike's there. What's up, dude?
And it's
Yeah,
loud.
right.
How you doing?
He finally put his fucking camera on. All he had to do was press a button.
Listen,
Christ.
my back hurts.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry. You'll figure it out eventually.
I'm doing this because I love wrestling, John.
I know, we did get a bunch of wrestling fans for this. I wanted to see what kind of comics were down to do it, what kind of ignorant shit they were going to say. But I do want to hand the first question off to Keith because he's a younger radio show host, a younger broadcaster. So the first thing I want to ask you, sir, is what are you really looking to do with broadcasting? Because as far as I remember from us talking, you do a music show at a radio station.
Yeah.
Where are you looking to go with it from there?
Well, I'm currently on Sunday mornings from 6 a.m. to 6:30, and I hold a 1-hour request show the first Saturday of the month on Cruising 92.1 WVLT. It's a station in Vineland. I guess when it goes into broadcasting, I wanted to get into sound design and sound stuff. I'm also working on a film as well, and I'm the sound designer in that, and I'm writing the soundtrack for that as well. So I'm just taking everything that comes at me. So I'm just anything that pays. If they'll pay me, I'll do it.
Excuse me, hold on real quick. Somebody background noise is like too loud because that's all I hear right now. And we got, if you got background noise, please.
Is it on me? Is it?
No, it ain't.
Not you. I know damn well that's not you.
Oh, okay. Well, did you hear that, or do I have to repeat myself?
Repeat like the last part.
I'm working on a film as well. I'm the sound designer on that, and I'm writing the soundtrack. We should get that out by the end of the year, which is I'm excited for that.
That's awesome, man. You sound like you've got a lot of different stuff going on that you're excited for. And honestly, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm doing play-by-play for WBCB. You know, this obviously I've been doing for the last few years. Really just trying to, you know, find my way, trying to do a bunch of different things, you know, and
Should have heard about the stuff that I was going to do before COVID hit. I had so many things planned.
Yeah, I'm not.
Unfortunately, when that hit.
that definitely threw a wrench in everything, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. For everybody, though, not just me.
Threw a bunch
Especially
of
in
shit you weren't ready
broadcasting.
for at you.
Especially in broadcasting, a lot of things have been cut down a lot. We didn't do as many remotes as we do typically over the summer. We do a lot of car shows and a lot of other things. So that cut down on stuff like that. So it's a shame, but at the same time, it's an opportunity because it also it makes you realize, you know, what you want to do in life. So, you know, it's a learning thing for everybody.
Yeah. It had me thinking a lot during, you know, COVID about a lot of different things, about, you know, what I can do during, you know, how I'm going to adjust to things. And really, I think it just made me better, not only as a broadcaster, as a speaker, as a comic. I had to adapt, I had to adjust, and I had to become stronger mentally. Anyways, I do want to go back to you, but I do want to take it to Mr. Dave Adams as well, because he's over here shaking his fucking head and putting his eyes close to the screen.
No, I feel bad because Keith's talking and all I hear is his background noise. I'm trying to listen to him.
It's a lot of
I
background
know, I
noise.
just want to over the background noise.
I mean, I think my favor is not trying to throw you under the bus, my boy, but I hear like every time the noise comes, it says my people is talking and you're not talking.
All right, hold on.
Man is over here listening to the news on his iPod or some shit.
Sorry, guys, we're more professional than this.
I at least wanted to power through like the last sentence Keith was saying, because I didn't want to interrupt him. You know what the fuck shit is? I think Dave froze.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? All right, cool.
He's here in spirit.
His camera froze, but he's good.
I don't even know what's going on. There we go.
That's fine. But
Yes, I'm here in spirit. That was good. Yeah.
I love it. But the first question I want to ask you, I actually want to go in a different direction than I normally do with commentators and broadcasters. You know, I'll normally start with, you know, how you get started and all that stuff. But, you know, since you're a pro wrestling commentator, we've got a bunch of pro wrestling fans here that wanted to step in on the show, you know, ask some things. I want to ask, what's harder? Is it harder to be a face commentator or a heel commentator? That's the first thing I want to know.
I don't know. It's really a state of mind. I've done heel commentating like maybe a handful of times, and that was easy. You just basically, for 3 hours, you're just being an ass the whole time, and it's pretty easy. You can throw some play-by-play in there, but heel commentary is just all about color. Do that Bobby Heenan thing, basically. I personally think heel commentary is very easy. For me, to be a good, babyface commentator, you got to be spot on. You got to know all the moves that you're doing. It's a lot more work to be a good guy commentator. But people actually listen to what you're saying. They want to. You guys can hear me, but I'm talking. Oh, yeah.
Is there
Hey, Mike,
anyone hear
you
me?
can bro?
Wait, can you mute your? Yeah, there's got to be on your
Yeah,
phone.
Hold on.
We became the Brady Bunch. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. There's your comic relief to break up that awkwardness. But no, I love all commentary. Especially, if I'm getting paid, I'll do whatever the promoter asks of me. Luckily, I'm blessed to have the mindset to do anything in the business but the wrestling. I don't want to mess with none of that shit. That's for the wrestlers. But
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell a good story. I actually enjoy being one of the few commentators around. I like to just flow back and forth with play-by-play and color, kind of throw it all in there. Kind of like a throwback to like a Joey Styles was like one of my idols on commentary. because this dude did everything.
Yeah,
And
for sure. Most underrated commentator probably I think I've ever seen. I don't think
Yeah.
he's appreciated enough.
genuine nice dude too. Really, really nice dude. I've only talked to him for like a couple seconds here at a convention, but the dude was super awesome, and you can tell when he really gives a crap about the business, not just there for a payday.
Yeah,
Very
he
cool stuff.
definitely makes it known that he's all about the
Yeah.
wrestling.
I think he just had a sound that was honestly like natural in his own. Like you knew who that was whenever you heard just something as simple as "Oh my God," and
Yeah.
I think it was so natural and it just fits so well.
Yeah.
I don't know why somebody with such a high voice fit into a bloody product like ECW. That doesn't make any damn sense to me. But it
It was
worked.
the perfect contrast. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, especially when he went like super high, like when he started talking, like he was in a fucking screamo video.
Yeah, but then it made you want to listen to what he was saying even more. Cause it's like this is hype for this shit. He doesn't look like he wrestled a day in his life, but he cared and he had the respect to all the boys, and he was there putting everybody's product over. I mean, this dude put over everything, and that's what it's about.
So you think it's because he kind of looked like a fan and not a wrestler?
I think he not even a fan. He looked like an everyday Joe, like just an everyday person that watches television and took a passion for something. In this case, it's pro wrestling. Yeah, and I think it really translated well, and the audience really could relate to him because they were living vicariously through his passion. So it was like that.
Just
True.
real everyday Joe, average Joe. I love it. Oh, fuck. Chino, you have anything you want to ask?
Yeah, I actually do got a question. I like to do my research on the people we do. I noticed that you're from Las Vegas originally. How long have you been in the East Coast? And the only time you came to the East Coast is for the wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, I've been an East Coast guy. I've been I started off as I'm actually my true passion is a ring announcer, and then I doubled down. I learned to do commentary because if you want to keep getting paid in this business, there's only one ring announcer on the show, but there's usually 1, 2, 3 commentators on a show. So I've been known to get paid to do both on any show, but sometimes if the ring announcing is already taken, commentary was right there and make my money. But I've been doing this going on 10 years now in January. I started back in 2011 in January. And I mean, I pretty much stuck to the East Coast. I once drove out with some friends over the summer and announced at Indiana State Fair, which was a pretty fun road trip. A bunch of crazy maniacs in a minivan, so that was cool. I've gone down to Florida before, and I've announced at the big convention WrestleMania weekend a couple years ago when Mania was in Orlando, and we did the convention there. The company I was working for, and got down in front of a couple hundred people. That was a pretty good experience as well. Just always whenever you do business, you feel comfortable within your security bubble, within your locker room, within those fans. If you want to be successful, be uncomfortable. Get outside that security because those same 50, 100 fans are going to tell you how great you are because they've known you. Locker room, your boys with. But take that skill set, take that knowledge that you've harnessed, and go outside your bubble and go where nobody knows you. And it's a whole new experience because any ego you had, you got to settle that ego at the door because now you're entering somebody else's dojo, and those veterans all know each other and they're all tight. And it's like, who the hell is this new guy? And you also don't want to make it seem like you're stepping on their toes. So I think getting yourself uncomfortable is the quickest way to success in this business, and overcoming that uncomfortableness as well. You want to just always be able to adapt in any situation. That's the key to whether it's an announcer, a referee, a wrestler. I think that's the key to the business because you're always going to be putting yourself out there, and not every crowd is going to like you, and that's a good thing. I think it's good if you go out there and you get booed. Like for some reason they like the announcer. I don't know. The state of Delaware loves to boo me. Every time I worked in Delaware, they hate me. I don't know. I love Delaware. Cool state. But it's great. I'd rather them boo me than the wrestlers. Like, that's fun. I mean, if I can take the pressure off the wrestlers, I'm the Batman of pro wrestling. I'm whatever you need me to be, whenever you
True.
need me to be it. If you boo me, if you cheer me, that's cool. I don't really give a crap. I get paid the same no matter what. So, and nobody's looking to bother me after the show. So it's all about telling the talent how good they did.
It sounds like you're a comedian.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Because we got 3 New Yorkers on the show, and last time I saw a show in New York, I'm pretty sure they fucking booed Santa Claus out the building. So
Oh man, Santa
I thought
Claus.
that was Philadelphia.
it was Philadelphia. It was one of them. It was either Philly or New York.
No, it was Snowball.
They're not
Santa
the, they're not
Claus.
the same.
I've announced all over Philly. I've announced all over New York. It's all good. Dude,
New York is better than Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Oh,
and
I
New York,
agree with that. I'm just saying, y'all booed Santa Claus out the building. Like, there was no reason for that.
All right, like
No, that
maybe he was doing something wrong. Maybe he had a Red Sox hat on. You don't know. Were you there?
Yo, that's the first comment Jesse's
Exactly.
made about wrestling. I love it.
she's into it. See, join the
Yeah.
conversation. That's good.
Honestly, no. This is what happened like 2 weeks ago because we had a guy who does a wrestling podcast, right? And Jesse was trying to chime in about it. And I saw this man come down. He had his name with like initials one time. We were just sitting here like Triple H. And then there was this one guy who was like cheers, like doing cheers with himself with a beer. It was really weird. And then he was drinking it. He almost seemed like he had no friends. Like, that's my favorite wrestler of all time. How dare you?
I
So-
explained like I named 6 or 7 wrestlers. Like I
That's already pretty good. You're
was
already ahead
pretty
of the.
correct.
That's better than most though. Who.
I
have
got
never
Triple
seen
H.
wrestling.
First of all, I got Shamrock. Like why? That was good. I had The Rock. I had Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena. Get out of here! I killed it.
And now she's just been sitting here chugging a beer 2 weeks later.
That's all I know.
There you go. And that's the bottom line because Jesse said so.
Michelob
Hey,
Ultra.
Oh, hey, watch yourself with them. Them Michelob Ultras will get you. Woo!
I definitely will. Hey, David, have
Like
you
that.
messed with any? Oh, sorry.
From like a carbohydrate perspective.
Just-
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say Dwayne's just super opinionated today. Dwayne won't shut the fuck up.
I just made that mistake once with Bud Light. I thought there was less alcohol in it because it was Bud Light, but it wasn't. Bud Light Platinums.
You tried,
So
Steph.
what percentage is Bud Light?
I actually
I don't know.
did say on the bottle.
Can
I
someone
make
give it-
that mistake. I make that mistake with edibles.
What percentage is Bud Light? I'll
Did you
tell you.
put too much in it?
All right,
Huh?
so Bud Light is the same as this. They're both 4.2.
Every,
You want
eh,
Lightweight. All right, so
You got told.
I know. All right, so Dave, I want to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to throw it back to Keith for the next one. You
Sure.
work for a bunch of different wrestling promotions. I tried to do my research as well, and I think I was scrolling down your page for like 47 fucking minutes. It was insane.
Yeah,
But,
I get around. Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, which one was your favorite to work for? Like, if you could think of one right now.
Oh my God. Well, if we're talking New York, House of Glory, one of my favorite promotions. House
I
of
like
Glory.
House of Glory.
Yeah, they recently got purchased last year by Master P, and then good old COVID kicked in, and we've been in hiatus ever since. So the next chapter of House of Glory is to be written. Most of the talent, we don't know what's happening next. We just know that when it starts up, it's going to be when things are safe. And the state of New York basically shut down pro wrestling. They won't let any events happen. So
They shut down comedy too.
yeah, man. Yeah. So that House of Glory, I've worked for almost 10 years. They have my heart, like my home fed in New York. But over the whole summertime, I've been working for this company called Titan Championship Wrestling out of New Jersey. They've been running down the Jersey Shore in Ocean Gate, New Jersey. And I mean, thanks to them, I've got over a dozen shows under my belt. They've just been running shows all summer long. They have Titan Championship Wrestling, and then they have Goddesses of War, which is the premier ladies wrestling company on the East Coast right now. There's no like all female wrestling company anywhere. You got to go out to the Midwest, like Shine and Shimmer and stuff like that. So we've been doing this with Goddesses of War and Titan, and we just had a really successful Goddesses of War event. And keep in mind, it's outdoors, so these bell times are getting earlier and earlier. And now we have one more show left. Cheap plug, November the 14th, Ocean Gate, New Jersey. It's called Mount Olympus. We're gonna have a rumble match around the first ever heavyweight champ. And yeah, I mean, I've announced like 50 different companies. You saw it on my Facebook page. But I mean, as far as recent goes, it's gotta be Titan, and there, a lot of like Northeast stuff in Jersey right now is the place that's actually running. Pennsylvania's kind of shut down. So like I've been doing another company called Synergy Wrestling. They're running another show on Black Friday. Since limited amount of outdoor shows. I mean, everybody that I've for it. It's always been, the locker room never changes as far as like the heart and desire. The different locker rooms, different faces. But yeah, pro wrestling luckily has survived throughout this whole COVID-19 thing, and the fans, they've been coming out in safe, droves. Everybody's been social distancing, and we tell them bring your lawn chair, and everybody's just been making the best of the outdoor shows. And yeah, I mean, the town's been kicking butt, and all the fans are going home smiling, and that's what it's all about. Get your mind off the bullshit for a couple hours of this world and just like to entertain. That's it. And it's definitely been a blessing. So hopefully, when 2021 comes, if things open up again, just going to keep on kicking ass and entertaining as much as possible.
Honestly, that's what I think has always made wrestling so appealing. You get to step into another world for a little bit and you get all the bullshit. It's like watching one of your favorite TV shows. They got storylines to follow. They got action scenes for most of it, which is fucking great. And
we
just
episodic soap opera.
Really.
Brother, it's what it is.
Yeah, it honestly really is. And that's the best part of it. 100%. But Keith,
Yes.
I want to go to you next. The reason why I like having the both of you on here, and I actually explained it to my co-host earlier, is because, I've got somebody, who's young, who's, got a few years into this, but he's still looking to go further, with radio and broadcasting in general. And
I'm only 2 years younger than you.
Huh?
I said I'm only 2 years younger than you.
That's young, bro. I'm young too. But yeah. But my point is, somebody young,
I understand.
trying to get around, and somebody else, who's been to a couple places. He said it himself. He gets around. But he's shaking his head. But what I want to ask you is, what made you want to get into it in the first place?
Well, when I was 10 years old, I came up with I decided, I saw a movie and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, is make movies. And then I pretty much stuck with that after that. And then it was just like, after that, I ended up going to community college for communications, Rowan College at Gloucester County. And then I went to Rowan University to study radio, television, and film. And then, one day in 2015 or 2016, somebody came up to me while I was working at IHOP. This is Norm. I have to thank him a lot because he said I worked at a radio station. And I said, oh, okay, that's great. And he invited me down. And, I said the weather for the first time, spoke for the first time on the radio, got yelled at, almost got kicked out. It was horrible. It was a train wreck. And then the second time I came back down, I was on the show with Steve Tatz, who also helped me out a lot. And then I was on his show as a co-host for a little while. And then one thing led to another. And then, there's a guy down there named Chris Randazzo, who's one of our morning DJs now. He ended up training me. And then I got a shift on Sunday after he was out sick. And then that became my permanent shift. Then I'm working on Saturdays. So it was kind of just one thing led to another. But it was mostly fate, really, that, that got me where I am. You know, it's a start, but you know, it's a nice start. It's a good foothold in the door, and we reach a lot of people, and you know, I love what I do.
So you wanted to do film first?
Yeah, that was my first thing that I wanted to do. Actually, radio was in the back of my head. I wasn't even thinking about radio. I was like, oh, I don't want to do radio. But it seems like everything that I say that I don't want to do, I end up doing, and then I end up really liking it.
You know what I noticed, then? Let Jesse go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Take care.
I'm like, shit. I was gonna say, I thought Jesse wanted to participate. She was just sitting there looking down the whole time, like, we got to talk about dreams now.
Now, where do hey Keith, where are you based in?
Vineland, New Jersey.
Vineland.
Yeah, Vineland, New Jersey. Yeah, we're 92.1 WVLT, an oldie station.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how long you been doing this so far?
About 4 or 5 years.
That you're working with now. Sorry.
The shift that I'm working at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started out as an intern there, and I was interning for about 3 years, and I've been there working for about a year.
Nice, man.
You want to know something that I honestly appreciate about his station? After
What?
the W, its initials are BLT, and I'm fucking fat. So I appreciate that station was willing to do that for me.
VLT, man.
Oh, VLT?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you put
Vineland.
that fatness. It's all right.
Yeah, we've been.
A wasted joke, John. A wasted joke.
I heard the V, but hey, I went with it.
We gotta find a different fucking food for V now, because that just made me look stupid.
Vegans? Venison.
Never that. I'm too fat
The
for
radio,
that. That ain't gonna work.
my nickname down there is the captain, so I'm the pirate captain of the airwaves at WVLT.
And so is your show pure, like, do you have music or is it like a talk show?
Music, yeah, it's music. It's an easy listening show.
Okay.
For the first month, it's a request show, and usually I pick the music. I'm
Nice.
into more heavier music, rock music. A lot of the other jocks down there, they like to play like doo-wops and oldies and stuff like that. But usually, when I get my show, I usually, unless there's a a music log, then I'll follow the music log. But if it's not, I'm picking the music.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what music do you normally pick?
A lot of stuff. I mean, I like Bob Dylan. I play the Ramones sometimes. I wanted to do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to have to contact my manager, but I wanted to play Paranoid by Black Sabbath front to back for Halloween because I'm working on Halloween and I might have an open slot. So I was thinking I should play Paranoid for Halloween. That'd be great to do the whole album.
Yeah.
But my manager, they say he's not a big fan of heavy metal, but who knows? I'll ask him and see where that goes.
I mean,
I love
honestly,
that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think
It's
it
one of my
was great.
favorites.
Yo, honestly, just play Paranoid and Crazy Train back to back, and you got my vote.
Yeah, for an hour
That's
straight,
all-
just those two songs.
Just those two. That's all I need.
Yeah, all right, you got it.
Play, but just give me those two. That's
Yeah,
it.
you got it. All right, that's Crazy Train for the fourth time. It goes out to John again.
Yeah.
Hey, my favorite.
Yo, do
Yeah.
you want to know why I love the nickname Pirate Captain for you?
Why?
Because you got that Jack Sparrow look to you, and I love it, and the hair and everything.
Thank you.
It's
Appreciate
fucking
that.
fantastic, and I just wanted you to know that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Hey man, I appreciate the hairstyle, so thank you for bringing it up.
Howard Stern vibe from you, Keith.
Somebody asked me that once. They said, what are you trying to be the next Stern? And I said, well, eventually, but not right now.
Yeah. All you gotta say is pussy and dig a few times, even out of nowhere. You'll get there.
Hold on. You want to know what makes no sense to me?
But
How do you have a guy like Stern doing his fucking radio show, and then you put his ass on America's Got Talent? Why would you do that to this man?
he's the king of broadcasting. He's the king
I will
of
never
media. He's
forgive
on
the
everywhere.
fucking world for doing that to him.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. I can't wait to be on Stern.
Hey John, remember when we did America's Got Talent last year?
Oh fuck! I was so nervous. I was so nervous for that because everybody in there was so tense when we both went up, and we tried to, get him to loosen up and laugh because, that's what we're supposed to do. But the thing is, they only give you about 90 seconds, so
man.
it's really not enough time for us to get, the tenseness out of the room. It's really hard.
First of all, it was us, and it was like 5 teenage girls, and we're sitting there telling jokes to teenage girls and their moms. It was very awkward.
That's a great story, though. I mean, just like that. I mean, that might have been awkward, but I love that awkward stuff because it's just like you always got a good story out of it.
Listen, I think it was worse for you because you told one of my favorite jokes that you tell about how you're going on the accessible ramp to purgatory and shit. and I think that was worse for you because my joke is a little bit more deceptively dark than that. But
right.
you just wheel straight on in there and just like blurt that shit out. I mean, I think it's great. I get why.
And those fucking teenage girls, they were not impressed.
I wouldn't either. Say that.
Listen, I love that joke. I really do. Yo, let me tell you something about this man, Keith. This man spits so much fire when he wheels on stage. I call this man Hot Wheels. Like this man just walks off this stage, after he gets everybody laughing with all the swag in the world. Like beat that. Like just wheel it off stage like he's the fucking king of the world, sitting on his throne.
Hey man, I do what I can.
Yeah. All right. Actually,
I don't know Mike too much, but if I could give you this next time you're about to get off stage, you're like, all right, I'm about to roll out. I think you'll have the roll.
Yo, to be honest, Chino, me or you could do that too. That's just the type of
bounce. No, I can say bounce.
we can't bounce. Gravity doesn't work like that for us.
We bounce when we walk, man. Come on, get out of here. Stomach is jumping right up and down.
We're not bouncing.
We just don't because it's on our body.
Nah. You know what I want to see a fat guy do one day when he's on stage? I want to and this is good because this is a wrestling themed show. I want to see him do the caterpillar off the fucking stage after he performs. I really just want to see that.
Talking about the worm?
Well, I'm talking about bro.
How you mess up?
It's the worm.
Is it where it goes like that?
He calls it the caterpillar, doesn't he?
No,
he calls it the worm.
He does? Okay, I thought he called it the caterpillar because he did.
Wait, now I'm curious. How would the caterpillar go?
It's a slower version of the worm.
Listen. He fell forwards. He falls forward when he does it. I'm pretty sure. Like he does like a reverse word.
You talking about Scotty Too Hot?
It's the worm. What I'm saying.
That's
if there was such a move as the caterpillar, how would it go in your mind, John?
It would go fucking forward. Dave needs to turn on his mic because he knows what I'm talking about.
That's a 90-degree worm, though.
Talking about Otis. Otis does his version of the caterpillar. He does his version of the worm, except he does the worm, and then instead of doing like the chop or whatever, he does an elbow drop. He goes forward like John said. He does the elbow drop. But I think first he like gyrates his little chubby belly and his like hips and stuff, and he humps the camera and he goes, Yeah, it's all sports entertainment shit. But yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you guys think of what they're doing with Roman Reigns right now and how they reinvented his character?
Genius. What? Sorry, for me personally, I think it's genius. It's long overdue, but that's just my opinion. I'm just a fan.
Y'all do realize if by if by WrestleMania time Tampa, Florida is allowing fans in the stadium, y'all realize we're getting Roman Reigns versus The Rock, right? I mean, that shit's going down. That's what it's all building to. Of course.
Yo,
Right.
well, yo,
It's happening. It's gonna be. That's gonna be amazing.
I was scrolling through YouTube one day, right? And I'm pretty sure I saw a video of, him being pissed off that he embarrassed his cousin already.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Oh,
almost
really?
teasing it on YouTube and shit right now.
Of course.
They're gonna do it. Although I don't know how The Rock is gonna look in the ring. Not that it's gonna really matter, because that's
It does. It does matter. It's been.
It does, because he hasn't wrestled in like 7 years.
Yeah, again.
And the last time he got injured the last time he
Yeah,
wrestled.
he tore up everything. He tore up like everything last time.
I think he tore his abdominals.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, Dave.
I think he tore it in the first 10 minutes of the match, and he had to wrestle like the rest of another 18 minutes with a torn stomach muscles. That's some crazy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Ow.
I can't even imagine.
We're a bunch of wrestling fans here. I want to ask David, since you literally do the commentating, who is upcoming right now that you see that you'll eventually see, whether in 2, 3 to 5 years, be somewhere, whether it's WWE or AEW?
Who do I see?
Yeah,
I mean,
some names that we never heard of.
I mean, there's been so many people that I've worked with on the East Coast that are showing up on AEW. Dark has to be the best platform for local talent right now.
Yeah.
Agree.
So good, because now every AEW Dark episode's got like 16 matches on it. It's
Yep.
crazy. They're like literally giving you like a 2-3 hour free program on YouTube, and it's just so much talent that they're getting over. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, somebody keeps calling me. I apologize.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, who would I love to see get signed? God, it's so tough to say. I don't want to. Hold on. That's so annoying. I apologize. Somebody keeps calling me as I'm talking to you guys the whole time.
You're good. I'm not worried about it.
I mean, there's people that I've worked with at like House of Glory, like a guy named Ken Broadway. I think that guy's got all the tools to be a major player in the industry. I mean, I worked with Private Party, came from House of Glory, and those guys are a tag team. I mean, so I've already seen people from my circle of like pros make it to these large levels of success. I mean, it's so great when people do finally make it, and you know that you've seen them from like square one, work to get there. I mean, it's I people like at Titan Championship Wrestling that I work with. That I've seen people like Johnny Moran is a great worker there that a lot of people may not know about. He's out of the Pennsylvania area, and he's been really kicking butt coming to our promotion there. I mean, somebody that's been in the industry over 20 years that should have been signed that I think has only made a couple of maybe be like extra appearances on SmackDown. Steve Monster Mack. He used to team with Dan Moff, the Hit Squad, and Dan Moff's now signed by Ring of Honor. But yeah, I work with Steve Mack. He's one of our backstage agents at TW, and he's one of the in-ring talents. And I mean, the dude can still go. Him at one of our last shows a couple weeks ago in a steel cage, he defeated ECW icon Pitbull Gary Wolf, who's still been kicking butt as well. He came up from Florida. It was a Cage of Horrors match where it wasn't just a steel cage; it was a cage filled with weapons. And I mean, those guys went like 20 minutes probably. It was really good. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, I think it doesn't matter if you're a rookie level, if you're a veteran. I think, there's still so much room for talent to get signed now because of the platforms and the fact that people aren't necessarily looking at your age anymore. They're looking at, they like a journeyman. Like, yeah. I think it's a good thing. And, oh my God, I apologize. Somebody just keeps calling me rapid fire, and it's really annoying. I actually got off the phone with you guys before so I could deal with this, and they keep calling me rapid fire, and I do apologize. Thanks for having me on first and foremost. But I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I never want to put pressure on somebody because at the end of the day, you know, I think a lot of people that want to get signed, you know, they kind of also don't want that put out there on the platform too. I think everybody wants to bust their ass, but they don't want the added pressure. I want to get signed. So it's one of those. It's just it feels.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got a good eye. Me personally, I would think you would look at somebody and be like, yeah, you just know it got the egg factor. Like for me, MJF is definitely the future of wrestling. Dude is just probably going to be one of the greatest heels, and he's only fucking 25. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy, man.
Hold on.
I worked a bunch on the indies from the local, and you can tell from very quickly. You can just tell. Yes.
Yeah, you want to know who I really liked from AEW, like that I was recently watching? I was really loving Orange Cassidy, bro.
Yeah. He just got a gimmick right now.
Like,
well, he understands rings. He understands psychology, and that his gimmick, and the fans have accepted it. They get what's going on, and then he starts it low and slow, and then out of nowhere, blaze of glory, boom, boom, and his moves are all really crisp and quick when he needs to be. And then, I mean, every time he like taps your shin with his foot, that shit pops every time.
Oh my God.
I just like the fact that WWE is not the end all be all anymore when it comes to options as far as like if you want to be seen on television. I'm glad that they're not like the end all be all anymore because that was annoying for almost 20 years where they would.
For a while, it was like that. I mean, like with WCW, and then later you had TNA. But you know, in between that, and then I haven't really seen much other than WWE on TV. But I haven't really been watching wrestling, you know, in a while. But you know, it's great to see a lot of local places going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's a bigger scene when it comes to wrestling for sure. And honestly, you know, I think we could say the same about comedy. We could relate this to us as well. I think there's almost too many fucking people doing comedy, to be honest with you.
There's always gonna be
people doing comedy that don't need to be doing it.
Way
Right, Mike?
too many comedy specials on Netflix.
You know, hey, listen. You don't want my opinion on comedians and comedy.
No, listen. This man gave his opinion the first conversation we had about like all the different people doing comedy. He was like, "There's so many people doing comedy and shit. They're not even fucking funny." It was just so. It was nice to meet you because it was finally nice to see somebody funny. I was like, okay, thanks. I feel special now.
It's not that like nobody funny. A lot of people are funny, but it's just I noticed like a lot of people that do comedy, they come from these other places and they're like, it's like one of those things where they're the funny person where they're from, and then they come to New York and they think like it's gonna be like that when they get here, and it's just not.
No, you know what it is?
Comedy is one of those things.
You gotta style your comedy a different way. I think with New York, you know, you gotta be a little bit more deliberate. It's gotta be to the point. I mean, if you're doing a 5-minute set, your joke should really be like boom, 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 boom. Anyway, but right, Jesse?
I mean, like,
how long's our set this week?
I'll give you guys 10.
18 minutes.
Well, how much?
I'll give you all 10.
I don't. Is the song going to be part of the 10?
No.
Well, I don't think I need 10.
What song are you singing? You know, for the comedy karaoke? Because I forgot.
Can I change mine?
What do you want it to be?
I thought of a funny one before and I forgot it, but like I'm sure it'll come to me.
Wait, I didn't even know we got to pick songs.
You gotta pick one.
Well, I know like we gotta pick one, but I didn't know like we did it already.
So I mean, you don't have to have it picked already, but you just gotta have it picked by the time you do it.
The lyrics, I mean, like the words are still gonna be in it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta sing along with it.
Yeah, I imagined you didn't like get the karaoke versions.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm not really too worried about it as long as we can get some karaoke in here. Honestly, you know, I just thought honestly, Amy Erickson is the one who kind of, suggested the idea to me. And, now as a result of it, I
Is
know
it
Abby's going to want me to sing a fucking Disney song, and I'm going to be so fucking red during that song because I'm going to be so embarrassed, and I'm going to feel so ridiculous.
You embarrassed? Nah, get out of here.
There is no reason for my ass to be singing Disney, okay?
Do it.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Frozen, too.
Do it.
Hey, Keith said do it, so I think if Keith says it,
He's
got
gonna.
it now.
I mean, Abby's saying it, so I'm really not trying to have that fight. Like sometimes it's just not worth the fight.
Hey, fuck that, John. You the man of the house, goddammit. Don't go to. Don't listen to anything I'm. Don't listen to anything I'm saying right now.
Hold on. He's right, but sometimes as the man of the house, you got to pick your fight. Sometimes it ain't worth the bullshit.
You're wise, man. You're a wise man.
Bro,
Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me,
your
John.
battles. You got to pick your battles. And I'm not trying to have a fucking battle over Frozen. All right, I'm not doing it.
That's why I'm single, so I can pick my karaoke song.
Let me just do like Frozen and let it go. Okay. That's all I need to
start singing now.
Watch. Hey, I'm gonna come Friday and I'm gonna hype it up. I'm gonna be like, put your foot down, John. Show her who the man is.
You know I'm right here.
I know exactly where you're at. I got a show to do.
She about to fuck you up on camera right now.
I still got a show to do. I can't just not say nothing.
I'm sorry, honey. It's for the boys.
You know I'm gonna sing Frozen,
Right.
baby. You know I love you.
You know when you come off camera, you just like,
It's gotta be. Come on, baby. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna buy you what you want. Don't worry.
Mike don't know what he be talking about. He just playing, baby.
I was just about to ask Jessie how high she's got during this show, and then she walked off. I'm so upset.
She disappeared. She's still there. She just transcended right now. Oh, there she goes.
There she is. Jessie, I have a question.
I just broke up with my girlfriend. That's why I had to get off the phone.
Nice.
Damn, I'm
This is
sorry.
a hell of a night.
I was gonna say, bro, her ex called her, her boss called her, she just broke up with her girlfriend. She's got all kinds of bullshit. No wonder why she's
It
getting
has
out.
been.
Hey.
I also had to deal with Apple tech support for like 2 hours, and I think that was the worst.
John's about to break up with his girlfriend because of Frozen.
Yeah, okay.
This is why it's great to have nothing going on, because you can't get disappointed if you got nothing, going on.
Yeah.
Keith doesn't have high
That's the life.
Keith doesn't have high expectations or low expectations. He just has none altogether.
No expectations. I walk into anything, and I just, it's either good or bad, Doesn't matter.
That's
I
the
have
life
to head
goal.
out, but
You were bad.
I'm gonna see you guys. It's nice seeing you guys.
All right,
I'm gonna head out though.
Take care.
All
Nice
right.
meeting you.
All right, man.
Thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate you.
No, of course. Thank you.
But
It's better
Jesse,
to have no expectations, because you can't be let, can't be let down.
I don't think you should live your whole life with that philosophy, Keith. I think you should improve this, because that just made me so sad.
hold on.
Well,
That born
it's the
free.
idea, having no expectations means if something good happens, then you feel good about it. But if you have
This
high
is true.
expectations and something goes wrong, then you don't feel as bad.
Hold on. 'Cause he's in his 20s, so most of his
So are you.
the rest of the next decade is gonna be shit anyway. So let
You're in
it
your early
last for like the next 7 years.
Wait, you're in your early 20s, right, Keith?
Yeah, I'm 23.
John.
Oh
you're
man,
20.
life hasn't even.
John, you are also in your 20s.
Exactly.
Hey,
I'm trying to tell him how to live.
life hasn't even. Hey Keith, life hasn't even begun to disappoint you yet. At 23, it gets worse.
Hey man, this is
Yeah, I
how I
heard
see
that.
Hey, listen, Keith, this is how I see it. Porn is free. So
Exactly.
fuck what anybody's saying. Don't be. I'm not in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I want to pick my own karaoke song. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, I do want to pick a funny one though for me.
you want to laugh at that,
One of my
couldn't.
own.
I just want to say, I for one love Abby. If she can hear this, I love Abby. She's a great human being.
Definitely, 100%. That's 100% though. Honestly,
She's
that's why I put up with singing these fucking Frozen songs.
she's quite the comedian.
Yeah, I think she's damn funny. I do. Jesse, I didn't get to ask you that. So how high did you get during this show? I didn't get to ask you that.
Which show?
This one.
This show.
That's the answer right there.
I'm here. Look at me. My hair looks good. I look good.
You've been blowing smoke the whole podcast, just like.
Oh, this is regular vape, not.
Oh, that's a regular
weed
vape. Okay, because she had me convinced that was weed in the beginning, because she was going along with it.
No, I have that too. That's not what I'm using right now.
Damn. That would have made this so much
I have all
funnier.
my accoutrement right here.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense.
John, I'm gonna keep my racial jokes to a low on Friday. I'm gonna make everybody feel comfortable, feel all right. I don't know. It's Halloween, man.
Oh, you just want people to enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean they enjoy it anyway.
Listen,
But,
I think because it's a holiday, they're more likely to enjoy it. So I think you should turn it up to 11.
that's when I should really bring out the racial jokes. Gotcha.
Hell yeah. Bro, I can see him smiling right now, and it's so fucking dark in his room, all I see is his teeth.
I'm a very dark skinned man.
I just wanted to say that for a second, yo. He was laughing at the thought. All I saw was this.
Nah. I've been working on new stuff. It's not all racial stuff. This is jokes where I talk. Huh?
Honestly, though, I realized something in my car when I was driving to Connecticut on Thursday for a friend's show. I bought Popeyes like right before, and the thing is, I had to rush there, so I really couldn't enjoy it. So I finally enjoy it when I'm walking over to where the show is going on, and it's like 2-3 hours old, and I'm sitting there thinking like I don't even want to think about how old this is. If somebody asks me how old this is, I'm just gonna scream at them and be like, "It's New Jersey, old motherfucker!"
See, man.
Ask me how old this shit
Like
is. I don't want to tell you.
Nothing like old chicken.
I mean, it was worth it because I was hungry. So, but I'm always hungry. Hungry is my default mood.
So what's
Hey,
your
John,
plan
how
for
you doing today? Fucking hungry.
this? What do y'all plan for Halloween?
My plan is to do this.
Can y'all hear me?
And yeah, I can hear you.
What was
Trying to
he was gonna
just
say? He was gonna say his plan. Hold on.
My plan is to sleep and smoke.
Sleep.
I haven't got.
Yes. Who was that, Mike?
Yeah, I haven't got
Mike,
dressed
where
up
are
for
you?
Halloween. I'm in New York. I'm in Queens.
Get the fuck over. I'm on 23rd. No, I'm not. I'm on 24th.
Okay.
24th and you in Astoria?
Second.
Huh?
Now, I'm not in Astoria, but my mail sometimes goes there.
Oh, no, I live in Astoria. I live like right on the last part of Queens before
I'm
you get
right
to
on this.
Manhattan.
What do you have? The 4? Is that what's down there?
No, I'm at the F and all that shit.
The good,
But the
the
elevator
good
that
trains.
never works.
The
Yeah.
trains that go places. I see where you are. All right. Well,
Yeah.
forget it. We'll spoke separately.
I just know the place I'm going is probably gonna have alcohol, so hopefully I live through the night.
Nah,
Nice.
what is
Like I should be able to
Okay.
live through the night because I have enough body to be able to, but
I'm working on Saturday, so that's my plan for
Is
Halloween.
this 2 hours or 1? I just have to pee. I just have to know.
One. I just have to pee.
Get a Gatorade bottle. That's what us
Like I
guys
can
always
hold it
do.
for. I can hold it for. I can't.
Speak for
Peter,
yourself, man.
Do you know what my parts are? They go in. I could hold it for 2 minutes, just not like an hour and 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. You should be all right. But
Yeah,
you
man.
chugged
Nah,
more beer anyway.
Hey, man, I don't want to. I hate doing this. It's not what I do, but I got a show literally in 2 minutes. So thank you for having me. As always,
Break
John.
leg.
See you next week.
Take
And
care.
Keith, nice meeting you. Mike,
Nice
nice
meeting
meeting
you.
you. You have a good one.
Nah, we. All right.
I appreciate you being here, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I was saying, Jesse, we gonna hang out one of these days. Now that I know that you're in Queens, because I don't
I'm
know
not in
any of.
Queens. I'm in Manhattan.
Oh, I'll be in Harlem a lot.
You can still get the fuck over here. I'm not that far.
Yeah, see, I'll be rolling around.
You go over.
You all live
That's
in New
fine.
York?
What?
You all in New York?
We're a
I'm in
little
here.
lighter. Mike, we're a little lighter on the corona over here, so you come over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You come seek refuge over here. I got you covered. I got snacks.
I got you. John lives in Jersey. To answer your question, Keith.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do that for Jesse so they can see you rolling like you wanted.
Listen, I roll like I'm the man.
Oh, I know. Yo, you want to know what I really want to see you do one day? I want to see
What?
you show up in your electric one, and I want to see you put hydraulics on that shit.
Look, I think it has hydraulics. It has hydraulics on it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Put nitrous oxide in it.
Well, how come I never used the motorized shit?
Hydraulics.
Because man, that fucking ramp is like that ramp at Broadway is dangerous as fuck.
Bro, that thing is like the thinnest sheet of plywood, though.
Yeah, I used to bring my motorized shit to shows at Broadway, and like every time I tried to go up the ramp, it just felt like I was gonna fall back one day, and it was gonna be like the biggest scandal in comedy history. My fucking wheelchair flips over on me.
Nah.
So I was like, yeah.
You want to know what was almost the biggest scandal in comedy history? When we were governors, and 4 of us had to lift you on that like 4-foot high stage.
Oh yeah, and then I had to piss. I had to piss right before my set was over.
So we had to take you off a minute early.
Hey, but I killed it that night. So no matter what I did,
You definitely
Yeah.
did. That set was beautiful. He said,
no matter-
you're like, I got 1 minute. Well, fuck, getting me up here took a minute. Get me the fuck down.
yeah, because it took forever to get me up there, and I really had to pee, and you guys thought I was joking, and I'm like, yeah, nah, I really got to pee. You got to get me up the stage.
Oh, shit.
So it would have sucked.
That's
It would
like
have sucked.
Jesse. Oh, that's like Jesse right now. I can see it on her face.
Bye, guys.
But that's the end of the show. Roundtable, HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2, Steve Cook, Mike Faber, Jesse Arnold, Gino, Sweeney, David Adams. So much of you came out for this one. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We'll be back next week.
Like 5 elephants, let them know I'm relevant. I'm heaven sent, telling them we're from a whole nother galaxy. I'm actually born from the static sea. Ass to be crazy, I'm trying to be amazing. Next big thing kinda has a nice ring. Bada boom, bada bing. You love it when I go off when you're so lost and it's so awesome. I get it cause I am from where the stars from. I'm Martian, the boogie down's the motherland. Cool arcs the overlord and we are just a cover band. I love the land I'm in, but everyone's opinionated, insinuating the word and sin. Only then you hate it. I'm always getting so high so you can gaze up. I'm going super.